Interesting. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Masked Singer, week 8, season 3. Sorry, I said that all jumbled, I don't know why. It was a pretty great episode tonight. We saw Group C for their playoffs. Next week we'll see them once more and get the final 3 that will go into the final 9 of the series. Before we get started, I just want to say to everybody, hope you're staying safe, staying inside, watching some pretty awesome TV that's been on lately. Take care of yourselves, take care of everybody around you, and just stay inside. I know with me and my parents, and keep telling them to stay in the house, they don't need to go anywhere, we can go for them. I've been working from home, most people I know are, but unfortunately not everybody can. So thank you to all of the truck drivers, all of the gas station workers, all of the medical hospitals, nurses, doctors. Just thanks everybody for being out there for us. Hope everybody's safe, and we'll get through this together sooner or later. But moving on to the episode, some pretty great performances. Don't know if I was exactly surprised on who went out, but it was pretty good overall. Before we get too far into it, make sure to subscribe below. Follow us on Facebook at Paper Productions. Email us at paperproductions@gmail.com. And you can find me on Twitter at JessTA20. Let us know how you're doing on the show. Questions, comments, what's good, what's bad. We want to hear about it. And without further ado, I will bring in my co-host, Mr. Patrick Gabamonte.
Hi.
Billy's always sitting in his seat lately.
Yeah,
so
Billy done steal my spot.
Move him out of the
my
way.
bay. Hello, Bailey. Hi, I'm here.
Billy's here to talk. Bailey, who did you like on the show? He's just gotta be sitting next to me all the time. And since I'm working from home right now, he is on my lap most of the day, or staring out the window at the outside world. So, makes sense. Ow.
So Bailey's in the way, but it's okay. Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
How can we find you on Twitter?
Yeah, Yo Grab a Gabba.
Thank you. Wonderful.
So, or if you're happy with what I'm saying, it's at Yo Grab a Gabba. If you're mad, it's at JessTA20. Either one.
So if you're happy, you know what, grab a go.
Yes.
Sure.
And if you're not happy, it's JessTA20.
Whatever. Who wouldn't be happy? It's a Masked Singer. It's a wunderbar. Or wonderful. It's great.
Yeah.
So what are your comments on tonight's episode?
It's funny. The one who got knocked out was the one I had the most guesses for. None of them were right. It was, like you said, not surprised who went out. Mm-hmm. But once again, nobody's getting anything right of who the guesses are.
Absolutely not. Everybody is way out there, but it's very hard to guess any of these because all of these clues throw me off so much.
One clue contradicts the next for sure, and you have an idea, and then it's like the next clue changes that idea.
Yep.
Bella Thorne was a good one. Good get for the show. I know you saw her in Blended.
Yes.
And so definitely talented. I would say she wasn't a great singer. But
she was entertaining.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, especially with her, we'll just start going. So Swan is one that went off this week, as we said, Bella Thorne, from our reaction in the beginning. The first week I was so dead set that it was Jennifer Love Hewitt because of the guesses, and so I believe it was Nicole. But then all of the next clues, like this week, was totally different. Falling down the rabbit hole was all about like Alice in Wonderland, Just Yourself Made, and then there was a tag that said Made in Japan. So like all of that obviously threw me off, and I had absolutely no guesses. What was it? Ken Jeong kept guessing Mila Kunis, and definitely knew it wasn't Mila Kunis.
Joel.
Oh, it was Joel. Yeah, Joel.
He was guessing Nia Dobra, wasn't he? Or
yeah, he was guessing someone that actually made sense.
Yeah.
Joel McHale.
Yeah.
Was guessing Mila Kunis. She's saying, I hate myself for loving you, and it was all about Ken Jeong, which was hilarious. He finally got some shout outs from somebody, in the show, which was so funny.
It was pretty funny. It was good. Somebody actually loves Ken. I guess they worked together and on some stuff in the past.
Yeah. But pretty good singer. Was happy to finally see who the Swan was. I had absolutely no guesses. And if you're like me, I keep thinking of Billy Madison when I hear Swan in my head, but I won't go there. I just showed him the clip before we started the episode.
Billy Madison, yeah.
Billy Madison, yeah. Stop looking at me, Swan.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I had a lot of guesses. I guessed. This week I was guessing Juliana Hough, or Julianne Hough and Anne Hathaway from the the rabbit hole thing from Alice in Wonderland. She was in Alice in Wonderland. I think she was the one queen, the white queen, whatever it was, white rabbit.
The Queen of Cards, Queen of.
Wasn't the Queen of Hearts though. She played different. She played something else. Though.
Oh really?
She was in the Queen of Hearts. I don't remember what it was. She was in the remake of Alice in Wonderland. And then I was guessing before that. I was guessing Nina Dobrev or Rosie Huntington-Whiteley from Transformers 3.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was kind of all over the place. I had Jennifer Love Hewitt, and then I think it was Robin mentioned Sarah Michelle Gellar, which was an interesting one too. With the reference to the vampire fangs, but it was Bella Thorne.
I guess she has a recording label.
Yes, Fangs or something with her sister.
Yeah.
But anywho. Any final comments about the Swan before we move on?
No, it was our Swan song, I guess, as she said it would be. I guess I really have...
Swan Dive.
Yeah, Swan Dive. I didn't really have much else to say about it. It said that we've now had 8 reveals, 2 were guessed correctly by the panel, and I think I don't think we've gotten one. Maybe we got one.
I think I got Tony Hawk.
You got Tony Hawk.
I think I got one other one, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
I remember. So
it's been a very hard season.
And then a lot of the clues. There's not a lot of with even the Victor Oladipo one. You knew someone in the NBA, you didn't know who. There's a lot of there's a lot of ones that are okay, yeah, it's definitely somebody from this genre, this whatever.
Yeah, it's this type of person, but I don't know who it is.
Right, and this is
an
not
athlete.
That.
Yeah.
This you can't get that.
No.
The only guy I think is Gronk, but. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I have another one, but everybody knows it's Gronk. I think everyone knows it's him. So, not fooling anybody.
No. And now, maybe here's another former Patriot. Maybe it's Tom Brady. Oh!
Bye-bye. But anyways, we could talk about sports all day. This is not a sports show.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about because there's no sports, but the football season's going to be exciting. If it ever happens.
The trades and drafts and whatnot. Sure. But anyways, moving on. So the next character we'll go over is Night Angel. Clues I picked up on were Bang Bang, Castle, Strawberry, Sweet Tea, and then Built an Empire. She sang Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. And my guesses completely changed this week. I was really, the week before, some of the guesses made me think it was either Monica or Brandy. Kept saying The Boy Is Mine. And Gangster Grandmas, so Emmys. But someone that I kind of heard the voice maybe this week, I'm thinking maybe more it's Jessie J. It's definitely a singer. The Gangster Grandmas, the 4 Emmys, 4 Grammys, sorry. I'm definitely thinking it's a singer. But my guess this week is now Jessie J. Changing gears. What about you?
Yeah, for sure. For me, the only thing I got other than what you said, I got everything you said, and I also wrote down For the First Time. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's reference to anything at all, but it was just something I caught. Could be something about some song or a lyric or something. Mm-hmm. The other thing I think of is the Foreigner song "Feels Like the First Time."
Yeah, that's true too.
That doesn't have any reference to anything, so I don't know.
That's kind of why I went with Jessie J, because the Bang Bang. There's a song that I'm singing in my head right now. That's part of the lyrics that she sings.
Good guess as any. I really couldn't come up with much for this. It was a really hard week of guessing. There was something that really jumped out at me. I would say, Jesse James. I wrote that. I said Jesse James Decker, just to kind of go along the same lines, I guess. Before she
same name.
To two good songs before she became a model.
Yeah.
But that was two songs at all, I should say, before she became a model. So I guess I'll throw that there, but I have no clue.
Yeah.
Very little.
It's hard to guess. She's a good singer. It was a good song. And she's a singer. You just don't know who, and there's so many people
I'm gonna throw it
that
out there
it
right
could
now
be.
too. I don't think it is. I don't think it is, but I feel like it's somebody who's a good singer, who is pretty well known. and is known for being good, but hasn't really done much lately.
Okay.
Why not Kesha?
I love Kesha. Could be Kesha. I don't know. Looking at the clue package. I already switched pages.
Because they have they have basically a legend every pool. Basically, there's a legend. There's really not going to be one this one.
Mm-hmm.
Or again, all the ones they were talking about. Chaka Khan, Dionne Warwick. All the famous ones. Michelle Williams. All those that nothing really came. They've all been on the show. So who now? I think it's gonna be a more modern.
It
legend.
Definitely is a more modern person. Could be Kesha. I mean, something I've written down like doors opened for her. Find the light. Partying raves, like that would definitely to me be Kesha, because of how her old style was.
Boy's Mine makes me think of some of her songs too, kind of are like that too.
Yeah, I mean, I do love Kesha. I like that guess. That is quite possibly Kesha. Is she from the South? Sweet Tea's probably South thing. I think she. I don't know.
I don't know where she's from.
I'm not sure.
Remember.
Anyways, I like Kesha. I'm good with that one. Good guess. Good guess.
Cool.
So, moving on to our next one, The Astronaut. This is probably one of my favorites as well. There's probably 2 on this episode that I really like. Astronaut is one of them. Week 8, clues that I found: Circle of Life, Orion's Belt, Bright Star, Isolated, Sign Language, and there was like a French horn there. I'm not really sure the significance. He sang Signed, Sealed, Delivered by... my gosh. What's his name? Stevie Wonder. Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Sorry. Oh my god. By Stevie Wonder. Now, I'm sticking with the same guess that I had from the first week. This kind of solidifies it more for me. I definitely think it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He voiced Simba in The Lion King. They said Circle of Life. He was young Simba. I'm trying to still pick up with the other clues what it could be. But from the week before, the toolbox, heartthrob, stuff like that just makes it seem like, he was on the show Tim Allen, Home Improvement. He was definitely a heartthrob from back when we were younger.
If you say so. Never got that.
What do you mean? You didn't think he was a heartthrob?
Never got that.
Were you more of a Backstreet Boys group?
No.
Anyways, what do you have written down?
500 Days. Fresh Start, Circle of Life, Orion's Belt, Young Star, Sign Language, Balloons, French Horn. Saying Signed, Sealed, Delivered. I could definitely see Jonathan Taylor Thomas. It would not surprise me if it was. Mm-hmm. And it's a very, very good guess. I have 3 other names written down, just kind of just throwing them out there again. I don't feel I have every time I throw out guesses, it's mostly just like terrible guesses. I'm basically Ken Jeong of the show.
You know exactly who this is.
I know exactly that I don't know anything. Okay. But I'm going to throw a couple names that could maybe somewhat make some sense. So I'm going to throw it out there. Ryan Gosling from Orion's Belt and, that kind of thing. Started pretty young. He was in, remember the Titans gym? And I don't know. I feel like he's done some stuff with sign language. I think he's known for knowing sign language.
Maybe
pretty well. I don't know if that's true or if I'm making that out of my head.
It's just like making a fun fact about Ryan Gosling. Now you really are sounding like Ken Jeong.
Yeah.
He is a pro at sign language, and he also plays a French horn on the weekends.
Could be. I don't know. So I'm chilling out there. Also, Donald Glover was mentioned from Lion King. I don't really either, but I can throw it out there. Then I throw out Tim Allen because of the whole Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
For the Astronaut, also Home Improvement, and the thing about his yearbook was he got a little help from a mob, and he didn't start that young in the business, but he was a drug mule in the past.
Yeah.
So that could be a clue to that. But I also could see that being also a clue for Jonathan Taylor Thomas because the connection with Tim Allen and all that. Yeah, so.
The only problem I have with Donald Glover is because he's a rapper anyways, Childish Gambino, so he already does sing and stuff. And Astronaut's pretty good, but he's not that amazing of a singer. He does sound very good, but he's not professional to me.
Yeah, it was interesting. It said his first time out, he basically just stood there and sang. He didn't really
He did, yeah. He was very shaky and everything, so the voice isn't strong. I think he's very nervous.
Yeah, it was, and it was just interesting though that like if someone who's not a professional singer, usually the professional singers just stand there and sing.
Yeah.
And they're older too, right? But they just stand there and sing because they're too old to move, or they just focus on their voice.
Yeah.
And usually the ones who are professional singers, like the Gronks, like the the White Tiger, like the Banana, like whoever, they do a lot of moving, dancing, all that kind of stuff to kind of entertain the audience.
Right.
It's more the entertainment factor.
Right.
So that's the only reason I would say, it feels like somebody who is at least, the very least, trained professionally, even if they don't sing professionally.
Someone else that was mentioned too that I like the guess of, I'm not really sure if it's him because I think he's a little bit better of a singer than that, is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I love him. He started out young too. I remember watching him in 30 Rock, Third Rock from the Sun.
Third Rock from the Sun. Mm-hmm.
I love that show. I feel like not many people have actually watched it, but he was very young starting out. So it possibly could be him in the whole 500 Days. He was in the movie 500 Days of Summer. Watch that. So that is possibly a connection with him too, and he probably was a childhood heartthrob as well, if you wouldn't agree.
I don't know.
Don't want to admit it. It's
not my cup of tea.
Okay. Anyways.
The cup of tea was Night Angel though. Anyways, so.
Night Angel was your cup of tea?
No, the sweet tea.
Oh, got it. You're silly.
So I was listening to a podcast that was making fun of another podcast, and they said basically the guy is just sits there and does dad jokes the whole time. I feel like that's kind of my role on the show.
I feel like that's my role on the other show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the co-host is
the one that crack jokes.
The one that does the bad jokes all the time, the puns.
Yeah. Pretty bad jokes.
Yep.
Anyways.
Moving on.
Next we have T-Rex. Things that I wrote down were, I think it was OMG, Singles and Doubles, Bumblebee, and One Hit Wonder. She's saying Push It by Salt-N-Pepa. And I really had absolutely no guesses for this one. I wrote down that Lisa Koshy, I think Ken Jeong or someone mentioned her on the show. I know she does Nickelodeon's The New Double Dare that aired, and she's a YouTube star. There was the U in the first one. But I definitely think it could be someone maybe from the Olympics just because of the gold U, which could be a gold medal. Red, white, and blue stars were on it as well. So not really sure who this is. It's very entertaining, but not a strong singer. So this one is more of the entertainment value than the singing for sure.
Sure. I would expect T-Rex to go next, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I also wrote down Party Hat. Something was on there was Party Hat. Mm-hmm. I had a tough time with this one as well. I've had a lot of guesses for Swan, and they're all wrong. I had no real guesses for anybody else, really. Jeez. I would say it's either a model like a Gigi or Bella Hadid, because they were guests last season. Because that's kind of what, ironically, Bella Thorne said. That Ken Jeong guessed her another one, and she retweeted it, and then watched the show and got into the show, and then went on the show.
Hilarious.
Which is funny. I think, but the one thing that I also wrote down was faces everywhere.
Okay.
So it could almost be like a Jenner, like Kylie or Kendall Jenner, because they're, talk about a 21-year-old billionaire, it's your face everywhere for a 21-year-old billionaire.
Yeah, it's true. It's definitely
it,
someone that's young, but I don't know if it's a Kardashian
I don't
or
think
anything.
so.
Or a Jenner.
But I will go, and the singles and doubles thing kind of threw me off, maybe thinking tennis. Mm-hmm. One of the tennis stars, one of the, maybe like a Jeannie Bouchard or a Caroline Wozniacki, but again, I don't get too hung up on those clues. I'm going to go with something that was thrown out there earlier as my official guess. Somebody threw it out, maybe it was Robin or whatever. Michaela Schifrin. The downhill skier. Mm-hmm. Olympic medalist, gold medalist, pretty well known. Also Lindsey Vonn, but I think she's a little older than Lindsey Vonn now.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go with Michaela Schifrin to be my official guess for that.
I have very little guesses. I really don't know who to guess for this. Looking at the week before, bow and arrow keeps coming out to me. Competition was there, so it's definitely someone competitive, but like bow and arrow. They're saying something about Hunger Games or something like that, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm very stumped at this person as well. The voice sounds kind of familiar, but it's just impossible for me to point down.
Yeah, there's been so. Like I said, there's been so many like. The clues last time kind of fit a theme. The last couple seasons, they kind of had like a theme of okay, it's this, it's that, it's somebody who there's so many like there. I feel like the clues are like, yeah, like so why is it this? Well, because when I was 6 years old, my cousin's friend one time said this, so that's the clue for the show. It's like, well, unless I know your whole life story, I don't know that.
Back in high school, they used to call me this, so that's why I have this.
Right. It's like, well, what? Who the hell knows that?
Right. I agree. A lot of the stuff, or even people are putting on accents too.
Yeah,
throw everybody off, and you know that they are. Night Angel.
Night Angel, yeah.
Angel's putting on a British accent.
It seemed very fake.
Yeah.
If she's really British, I'm going to be like, what the hell?
Right. Because even if you're singing, you can usually hear some of that accent in your voice, like Adele. You can hear she's got a little bit of an accent. So, like, I don't think you can hide it while you're singing and then have it when you're not, in my opinion.
I mean, when they will say Canadian and British actors do a great job. I mean, like, look at would you ever know
They're
that
acting, but not when they're
right? Well, it's like for example, like Samantha Morton, Alpha. She puts on a really bad Southern accent, but she's British, so she hides the British accent, throws it into a Southern accent. Rick Grimes does a good British accent, Andrew Lincoln, but he's British and he has a you would never tell. Lauren Cohen's British, same thing. Sounds not at all.
Me and Rick would do a really good American accent.
Southern accent, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't do any. He's British. Him talking off camera is very British, but So, but I think that's
true.
So it could. The only thing I would say is Night Angel could be an actor, but too good a singer. So it's hard to say. I feel like they're just kind of either they're actually British and they're doing a really great job of singing not British, or they're pretending to be British to throw us off.
Yeah.
I think it's the latter.
I do too. Because I feel like at one point when she was talking, she didn't have an accent.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she could.
No, I feel like she was like getting into it and then just said like, well, let's really throw them with a British accent.
Pretty much. But anyways, anything else about the
That's it. That's my guess. Michaela Schiffer's like for sure.
Alright, moving on to our final one is the Rhino. This is another one of my favorites. This one got me very emotional the first week when he sang. He has a really great voice in my opinion. He sang Nice to Meet You by Neil Horan. And clues I picked up were Risk Taker, Free Falling, South, Frying Pan, You're Cutting a Sandwich, Ring, and Tennis. I wrote down everything I could see. I try and write it down as fast as I can because sometimes it's hard to pick up and you don't know what's important. But I had no guesses really the first week. Now this week I think I'm going to start agreeing with one of what the judges said. I'm just going to go with Tim Tebow. He's a very tall person, and if it's not like a wrestler where I keep thinking of a WWE wrestler, I think it could be Tim Tebow because no wrestlers come to mind that are that tall to me.
So now it's just the skeleton.
Yeah.
But he's a pretty great singer in my I like his voice.
So
He's not Louise.
So you just said something that popped in my head, and it sounds so stupid. Yeah, it's gonna sound so stupid when I spit out my mouth, but I want to say it anyways. I would do. There was an airplane, and it was a really old airplane. It was old school. It was black and white. It was old TV. Free Falling, South, Wife Being an Angel, Cooking, Tennis, Diamond Ring. So they're really tall. Definitely. They've had, and again, trying to guess along with the producer. Put my producer head on, trying to guess along with who they kind of want, right? When the shows are successful, any show that's been around for a long time, especially a reality show, they seem to try to cast in the same kind of mold. This one, they've gone way out. I mean, they've gone crazy. I mean, and I almost said, Bella Thorne almost kind of reminds me of the Rumor Willis one a little bit. Like kind of that same type of, person who's kind of the same type of spot in their career. But the Sarah Palin one, obviously, way out there. Tony Hawk, athlete, but didn't really fit any mold because he's done a lot of different things. But if I'm going to say they're going to stick with a mold, they're going to go. There's going to be a couple athletes on the show. You got Gronk. You got Gronk.
Yeah.
And he said he's going to the ring for his teammates, whatever.
Yeah.
So the only other one other than Gronk I would think would be like a Clay Matthews who did wrestle. once or twice.
Interesting.
But like, so that's not my official guess though.
St. Matthews, I don't think is that tall either.
Not quite, I don't think. But they have a couple athletes. They've had, in the past they've had NBA players.
Yes.
Who are Oladipo. What else? They had Layla Ali. They've had pretty much every kind of. They had
Antonio
Brown. And Terry Bradshaw. So they've had football. They've had basketball. They've had boxing. They've had a lot of stuff. They haven't had any. They're gonna have football this season again. Maybe a basketball. I don't think there's been any wrestlers.
No, that's why I thought wrestling.
So I'm gonna throw it out there. I know it sounds stupid.
Undertaker.
It sounds really stupid, but he got married recently.
Okay.
Not that recently, a few years ago now. But he got married in the last few years. Loves his wife very much. Talks about her a lot. He has a move called Old School.
Okay.
I'm going to throw out the name Mark Calloway.
Interesting.
Who wrestles under the name The Undertaker.
Undertaker, I knew you were going
He's
there.
so tall.
He's very
He's
tall.
got that raspy voice. He is not a great mover anymore. He's old, but he still can move.
Did the Rhino move a lot though when he was singing? He did walk around and stuff, but
And he has, he has some charisma. But even maybe more the case because he doesn't really move that much anymore, anyways.
yeah. Interesting.
He's tall.
It's quite interesting.
He's got a really raspy, deep
I
voice.
do like the Undertaker.
And Mark Calloway, aka the Undertaker. I don't have very much faith in it at all.
But he's saying, "Have a little faith in me," so you have to have faith in him.
Indeed, and I'm gonna throw that out there just because
I like it.
It's
interesting.
He's got Old School move. I don't know.
The voice just sounds
He's
a little
Southern too.
Younger to me, but you never know. It could be someone like
It
that.
could be younger. I hear it like a Beta from The Walking Dead, like
Could be Beta from The Walking Dead.
Could be Beta from The Walking Dead. He's tall. He's
Remember
got
the Titan.
yeah, deep voice, all that too. Yeah, a lot of Remember the Titans references. So, I mean, but then again, who hasn't seen that show? So
Everybody's seen that movie.
So I get it. So there can be I mean, obviously.
There's nobody that hasn't seen Remember the Titans.
So so that's why I'm throwing that out there. But I don't feel great about it. But it just something that there's only a handful of people who are that tall, and I could definitely. I mean, Tim Tebow's a good guess. I just didn't think he was quite
Or it's
that
a
tall.
basketball player that we're not even thinking of.
Basketball
But
player.
the guy that just looks super built.
He said
be-
right. Well, he said perform for King, and again, I feel like it's got to be somebody.
Religious.
No, somebody who's tall, and it's got to be an athlete. I was almost thinking somebody on the Sacramento Kings. I said they used to be performing for a king.
Performing for King, yeah. That's what.
So
well, someone's at LA Kings, but nobody's that tall that plays on the hockey team.
I can't think of. Maybe, I mean,
Basketball,
Jonathan
maybe.
Quick, but I wouldn't think.
Not that tall.
Yeah, and
There's no hockey player that tall.
it depends on when they film. Maybe they know Chara, but
Yeah, I know he can't sing like that.
no, and I can't think of who else. Like, I mean, there's really no. I mean, depending on this films too. Might be in the middle of hockey season. And they probably have to take time off to go play.
Yeah, it's true.
To go do that. And they said the only I think NBA player was hurt at the time when they did the filming. So I feel like it's
Yeah, Oladipo's knee. He
yeah.
was out for
yeah.
what's it called, rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm gonna throw out Undertaker. It'd be really cool if it was.
I like it. It's very interesting. It'd be exciting.
Good.
It'd be pretty exciting.
I threw out Glenn Jacobs, who was his brother Kane last time. So
Yeah, you did.
so there wasn't really an old school like reference though, but like it was everything on the package was old school. It was old school airplane, old school TV, old school lighting, old school cameras.
Could do that to go along with his outfit because he's like got an old school like pilot
absolutely.
outfit on.
Absolutely.
But you're true. You're right. It could be something that goes along with that too. Shows someone from their decade, their era, I guess, way back when.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't feel good about it, but that's whatever.
Interesting. I like it. Better than throwing out something than nothing because I really have very little guesses from any of these people. Like we've said, it's been a very hard season. None of the judges are able to guess many of the people either, but that makes it all the more exciting.
For sure.
I mean, last week our reaction was insane for Sarah Palin. So it's just interesting to see the people that are wanting to come on here, have a good time, and entertain.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, and you think of the reason why they do want to come on. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why people would want to come on. I mean,
Right.
their kids, or they're trying to revamp their career, or
Yep.
or change their image, or whatever.
Just prove it to themselves. That could be the number one reason why anybody should go on there. Prove yourself that you're worthy of it, I guess.
Yeah. Perfect.
Well, any more comments on the show?
No, I'm excited. It said it was a good week. I don't know if there'll ever be anything that was quite as shocking as week 7.
I wouldn't even say that because you never know. They're probably going to try and top it next year.
Could be. You have, I don't know.
Obama will finally be on it,
Yeah,
like they
right.
keep predicting.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that'd be ridiculous. That's it though. I think that's everything. It's been a very fun season, very entertaining. A lot of big reveals. I hope they didn't blow up their big reveal budget in the early part, and now the left one's gonna be kind of lame.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's pretty much out of their control who goes and who
for sure.
doesn't with the voting. But
Get down the final 3 and it's all like losers. Like,
I know. Well, you never would have guessed that was her. Not like she was a professional singer. She was entertaining, but like, I don't know. We'll see. There's definitely some great singers on here. Hopefully, they make it through, and it's just a blowout to see who they are.
for sure.
Is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, so Bella Thorne was good. So it was a good job by her and a good gift by the show.
All right, so moving on, we get one more week with Group C, and then it moves on to the final 9. So we're both thinking T-Rex is going to be out next week, but we shall find out. But make sure to subscribe below, follow our videos, make sure to check out our Survivor podcast. Wow. Nope, we don't do podcasts. Our Survivor videos on Wednesdays that we've been getting out pretty good. This past Wednesday was pretty insane. So if you want to go back, watch that. Like, share.
We did a little something at the beginning, a little cold open, which we're
Yeah,
playing with.
that's
Maybe
funny.
maybe doing that more often. It was definitely fun.
Yeah.
Fun thing to do.
It was good. Keep watching. Watch out for all of our videos, like on here. Follow us on Facebook, Paper Productions. Email us at paperproductions@gmail.com. Follow me on Twitter at JessT820. Follow Patrick.
Yo, grab a gabba.
Keep an eye out for our next episode and next week for Survivor. We're all in the house. We're all staying safe. Might as well watch a couple videos. Share them to your friends if you like them. Tell us what you don't like. Tell us what you do like. But, got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, until then, see you later.